So the lecture is being recorded. Now I'm going to do a review assignment on page 54. Okay. So this assignment, you need a data file. The data file you need is support_ac_company.accdb. Where do you get this data file? Where? You go to Blackboard, and then you have data files here. And then you click data files for MS Access textbook. It is a zip file. Okay, you double click, open it, and then it is in review folder. By the way our textbook is ordered is that it is ordered in cases. So for example, this part is review. After the review, you have case study. Okay, so next one is a case problem. Okay, and also you have tutorial files. So the one you need to submit is in the review folder, module 1 review folder. All right, so let's do step 1. Create a new blank database named vendor and save it in the folder. You decide where do you save your file. Leave this. The location to save your file is your decision. Okay. So anyway, step 1, you need to create a new blank data file. When you save it, you need to remember where did you save it, because you need to submit this file. Okay. Any questions? I'm doing step 1 now. So I'm going to use my local access on my computer. I downloaded from Office 365. So I click this one, and I click blank database. So the database name is vendor. And it is on C users polling for documents. Okay. Maybe I want to create, okay, that's fine. I need to remember I saved in this location. That's it. So create. So this is when you create a new blank database, this is the interface. Okay. I completed step 1. Step 2, in datasheet view, this is datasheet view, begin creating a table. Rename the ID primary key field to supplier ID, and the data type for supplier ID is short text. So this is step 2. Okay. So if I click this, double click this ID, you can rename it. Double click, then type in supply ID. Okay, click somewhere else. Okay. So next one, this one is short text. So you click this one, click supply ID, and under formatting group, data type, select short text. Next, click to add. I completed step 2. Step 3, add the following 10 fields. This is step 3. Okay, so this is the short text. The field name is company. And the next is the short text category. Next, short text address. This is short text city. This one. You must enter a valid number in this. Because my mouse is in the record field, it asks me must enter a record. So I'm going to enter ABC, enter a record. And I fix this one. I can change this one. So after address, city. And short text after city. If you messed up, I suggest you start a new blank database. That way is easier. Okay. So after city, state, and then zip. After that is phone. I am in step 3. Okay. And then contact first, contact last. They're all short field. There is no space between contact and first. Okay, so contact first, and then contact last. Last field is initial contact. So I finished entering all the fields in step 3. Step 3, okay. Step 4, save the table as a supplier and close the table. So this is the save button, the top left corner. Click save. Table name, supplier. And close the table. This button is close table button. Now, step 5, I completed the first 4 steps. Okay. Step 5, in design view, create a second table with product ID, supplier ID, product name. Okay, this is step 5. Okay. Using design view, so you go to create table design, and this is the design view. You need a product ID. It is short text. And then you need supplier ID, short text. Product name. There is no space between product and the name. Okay, one word. So this is step 5. Step 6, make product ID the primary key. So select product ID. Click your mouse here. This is the selection button. And then click primary key. And now you have a key beside product ID. Okay. So this is the step 6. And also in step 6, write the description for primary key. Description here. Description is primary key. And also the description key description for supplier ID is foreign key. This one is a small letter. It doesn't matter. It is description. Okay. So this is step 6. Step 7. Add a field called price to the table. data type is currency. So price, data type is a currency. And then step 8, add 2 fields. One field is a temp control. Add field temp control. It is yes/no type. Temp control means temperature control. It is either yes or no. The other field is stereo. Stereo, S-T-E-R-I-L-E. Data type, yes, no. I completed step 8. Step 9, add the final field called units. Units, okay, it is a number type. Okay. So this is the structure of the table. Okay. Step 10, save the table as a product and close the table. Save table button is here. Quick save table button, quick save. The table name is product. Click OK. And close the table. This is the close button, close table button. Step 11, use navigation pin to open the supplier table. So double click supplier. This part is navigation pin. And then you need to enter all of this record. Enter all of this record in finger 1-39. Okay. So ABC 123, company name ABC Pharmaceutical. Pharmaceuticals. They are in same line. Because of the limitation of the page layout, the textbook gives you 2 lines for company name. Put company name in 1 line in database. Okay, you can move your mouse between those 2 columns to see the complete company name. See, you can move. Okay. So category suppliers. Address 123. Address is also in 1 line. Hobson Avenue. City, Manchester. State, NH, New Hampshire. Zip code 03102. Phone number 603 555 8125. Contact first. Contact first, you must enter your student name, your real name, your official name. Otherwise, mark will be deducted. Okay. Here I'm going to enter my name. Contact last. Initial contact is the date. This date entered wrong. It is 9/22. 2020. So you entered one record. Keep on going. Enter the next record. There are total 5 records. The important key is that the supplier ID must be exactly the same as in the textbook. Okay. State is Tennessee. I finished the second record. The third record. North Carolina. Zip code. Sometime first. And this is the third record. The fourth record. No close. Georgia. All right, I finished the fourth record. Last record. State, Georgia. Zip. All right, I completed all the records here. Okay, so I completed step 12. Step 12. Next, step 13. You want to copy from another database. The database name is supplier support AC1 company database. This database is uploaded on the Blackboard. You need to download the data files from the Blackboard to your local computer. Okay, and in this database, you have a table business. Okay, so copy all the records from business table to your database here. Okay, so now I already downloaded the data file from Blackboard to my computer. So I will directly go to the data file, open that database file, open. It is in my local computer, and it is in C drive, PF folder, GBC folder, F21 folder, Comp 1115 folder, MS Access folder. So this is all the data files for Microsoft Access. When I click it, I have Access1. Okay, so remember in textbook, the way textbook arranged, you have a case 1, case 2, you have review assignment, and you have module. Right now, we are doing review assignment, so you should click review folder. Here we go. We got the database, support AC1 company. Double click to open it. Do you want to change layout? Okay. So I double click to open this database. See, this database is open. If you see the top, you see the name support AC company. Then you have a business table. Double click to open it. You see, this business table has exactly the same structure as our table we have just created. What we are going to do now, copy all of these records into my database. Copy and paste. Okay, so watch out. Put your mouse on here. Hold and drag down to select all the records. Release your mouse, then right-click your mouse. Oops. You have to select all the records. Right-click your, select all the records. Right-click your mouse on the selected area. Click copy. Okay, and now go back to our database. So this is one database, another database, and then open our database file, open. Remember our database is vendor database. Open vendor database. Enable content. And remember we have, which table do we have? Okay, we have supplier table. We are going to copy data from another database into our supply table. I already copied, quick copied button. Now, watch out. You have to put your mouse on this button here, star. Select this extras. Then right-click your mouse. When I click paste, you will see magic happen. But most students will have a nightmare here. Okay, you got an error message. No worries. You need to fix your database. Okay, So, but here I quick paste button. Mine is always successful because I done this many times. Okay. Are you sure you want to paste? Click yes. If you have trouble doing this paste, usually what happened was you didn't do correctly for your original table. Remember, those are your original table. You need to double check, especially the keyword, the field name must be exactly like the supplier ID, company, category, etc. You have to check. Okay. Sometimes you may need to redo step 1 to step 12. Okay. So anyway, I copy it and paste. Okay. I completed step 13. Step 13. Okay. Step 14. Resize database column to their best fit, and then save supplier table. This is not this database. This is the remote one. This is my database. So if you double click between the column, you get the best fit. Okay, see, double click between the column. You see all the fields. Okay, save supply table. This is the save button. So I did step 14, step 15, close the supplier table. This is the close button. Close this table, and then use the navigation pin to reopen. Double click to reopen. When you reopen it, you should notice the records are displayed in primary key order. Okay, so it is automatically sorted by the primary key order. So that is step 15. Step 16, create a simple query wizard. Remember, a query is an answer to a question. Okay, now you are going to create a query using simple query wizard. That is step 16. So go to create on the ribbon. And query wizard. Use a simple query wizard. OK button. The query is based on supplier table. Which fields do we need? We need a company field, so you select company, then click this greater sign button. We also need a category. You can double click to select. Okay. Contact first. We need contact first, double click. Contact last, double click. And the phone, double click phone. Okay. So click next. The name is supplier list. Supplier list. And click finish. So this is your supplier list query. This is your supplier list. It is a query. Okay. So that is step 16. Step 17, use the form wizard to create a form for the supplier table. So go to create and then form wizard. Form wizard is based on supplier table, so you have to select this down list, supplier table. And what fields you need? You need to select all fields from supplier table. So this button is select all fields. Okay. And then click next. Use the columnar layout. Next. The title. The title is supplier. Okay. Save the form as. Do you want what title? This is the title. Okay. Then finish. Okay. So this is step 17. Step 18. Use report wizard to create a report based on supplier table. So go to create, report, select wizard, report wizard. And it is based on supplier table. Make sure table supply is selected. So which field you need to include? Include supplier ID. So double click supplier ID, company, double click company, double click phone. Okay. And sort the report by supplier ID field. So go to next. Okay, next again. Sort the field by supplier ID in ascending order. Okay, and click next. Use tabular layout. Next. And save the report as supplier detail. And finish. So this is your report. Okay, very nice looking, professional looking report. Okay. So that is step 18. Step 19, close supplier table. This is supplier table, close it. Okay, close supplier table and then compact and repair the vendor database. Okay, compact and repair. So you go to File, Close, and then click Close button. It is usually the computer compact and repair the database. So this is my Windows virtual desktop. I don't renew it. So anyway, that is the demonstration for the review assignment. Right here. Okay. You need to submit this one. There are total 20 steps. Okay. Any questions? Anything? Okay, I'm going to stop recording, and then you need to